think the main reason people come here is to socialise themselves and also to bring their children to socialise as well. And also because of the nature of the families who come in, there's a lot of parents who have just come off maternity leave, or they've just, they want to get back into work, and they want to see how it would affect benefits if they were to go back into work. You get to build such an amazing relationship with the children and the families. It's lovely when a child comes through that door and they know you and they run up and give you a hug. It's lovely. And just being able to help families in any way, even if it is just being an ear to them, to listen to their problems, that's what we're here for, and that's why we work for such an amazing company.
Hello, we're the Unity Project. We find the Turn to Us website really helpful when we need to search for grants for clients, and also when we need to do benefits checks for clients.
We've used it for family members who maybe needed educational tools.
My favourite memory, I think it was when I first started and I rang a client back and she actually thanked me because I was the first person who'd ever said they'd ring back and actually did. So I think that was probably one of my best memories.
It's about making a difference and actually giving people the skills to get employment and just a better quality of life.
Yeah, Turn to Us has been really helpful.
We heard about Turn to Us through our council because I was asking for help several times. We found ourselves in a situation where we couldn't socialize with friends, couldn't really buy enough food, couldn't buy clothes, and in the end one of the persons said, yeah, you can check the Turn to Us website and see if you're eligible for any help. Once I did the calculator on the Turn to Us, we find out that we can ask for housing benefit.
I was incredibly relieved when we realized that we are entitled to get some help and to breathe a bit easily. Yes, and you were relieved as well.
I came upon Elizabeth Finn Care about 7 years ago. This was about 3 or 4 years after I had a complete breakdown. I'd been working as a secondary school music teacher for nearly 20 years, and my life completely changed. I was diagnosed with ME, and Elizabeth Finn Care allowed me to feel supported. It allowed me to build up confidence, increase my sense of self-value during a very difficult period of time, and feel confident that there was something behind me. Really improved the quality of my life culturally and psychologically. And it was very gratifying recently to be able to do a little concert to raise some money for Elizabeth Finn Care and enable me to say thank you for the big difference it had made to my life.
Vanessa asked me, I think it was probably 3 years ago, wasn't it, to help her on the committee. Having been going for 23 years, was making a lot of changes to try and give it a little bit of a facelift and change the direction, but still using all the support and the advice and experience that Vanessa's had to push us forward. So it's exciting times. So hopefully we can do it as well as she has.
I'm sure it'll be even better. I mean that. Yeah. And when we decided to do the fair, we thought we must embrace a little bit more of Wrexham and the local people, as it wasn't that well known as a charity. So the hospice was fairly new in those days and a very, very popular charity, and people wanted to raise money for that, and so it gave us a local name, and so it became the charity for Elizabeth Finn and the hospice, which brought people in as well. Over the years I've learnt a great deal and think it's a good charity.
It's about 6 years ago that my good friend Glenn Green got me to join her as a volunteer visitor for Elizabeth Finn Care. They've been very enjoyable years. I've had some wonderful visits and met some incredibly interesting people who are obviously in some difficulties, and it's been wonderful the way in which Elizabeth Finn Care has supported them, and in fact me as a volunteer. I've found it an amazing experience, and I hope to continue visiting for some time yet.
I've been a visitor for Elizabeth Finn Care for the last 8 years. It is a very rewarding experience to actually visit people, to see what their issues are, to make them relaxed, and to see what we can do to help them. I would certainly urge anybody who has the time to actually consider giving their time to Elizabeth Finn Care to see how they can make a difference to other people's lives.